All right, y'all. So it's raining outside. It's Saturday afternoon. It's about 5:30. I want to kind of look at this right here. I'm going to take this mower right here off. But I think what the way to do these boards is just to this one right here is screwed in different than the other ones. So I'm thinking that this one right here is going to slide. It's going to slide a little bit forward or backwards. Well, they're all screwed down, so yeah. So with it being screwed down, it might go push up if I unscrew the whole board, right? So, but I got to get the mowers off of here. I really would like to, if it wasn't raining and stuff outside, I really would like to wash the trailer off, but man, I'm not fixing to get out and all the rain and shit. So we're just gonna expose this wire that we need, whatever we need to do. Then if I need to run more wire, get more wire, whatever I need to do, then that's what I do. You get that trailer board up, and the guy at the parts place said the wire's gonna be laying right here, like I said, right in here somewhere. And it's not in any kind of encasement or nothing. So, yeah, let me see what kind of screw it's gonna take to get it out. I think it's some kind of star bit. And basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna find out what star bit it's gonna take to get the screws out. I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse. We'll kind of just go through the process, man. I don't really notice there's, you know, I mean, it's pretty simple looking at it, you know. Undo the bolts, the screws, and hope none of them break off or anything like that, because they get rusted into the damn thing. And then I'm gonna have to cut that board I got going across to get it off of this board. And then I'm gonna hope that I can slide this board forward or backwards, right? To get it out from around this lip right here. So time lapse coming. Just like I said, y'all, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. This first one, the first screw I'm trying to back out, it broke. The head is spinning, but it ain't coming out. It backed out a little bit. It broke off from the very beginning. So, see, that creates another problem because it's gonna be really hard to slide this board if there's pieces hanging from the steel into the board. I mean, so now, yeah, it's almost, you know, you have to weigh it, but it's almost worthy of me replacing the board. Be honest with you, just cutting it out, and then I can clean the holes up. And if I have to do that, then I will. What are those 2x8s? I think those are 2x8s, man. Yeah, those are 2x8s. So what you have to do is you have to weigh what a 2x8 costs versus how long it's going to take you to go down through here and get all them screws out. I want to say, well, a 16-foot 2x8 ain't cheap. First thing I do, okay, I know pressure treated board is kind of expensive, but that's a 2x8 16-footer, and look, y'all, it's what, 25 bucks. So we're rating this $21. No, it's $25 plus tax because I got to drive up there and get it. So how long will it take me? It takes me more, so I'm calculating, right? If it takes me more than 35-40 minutes to get all these screws out, then Well, I already know I'm not gonna be able to get this one out right here, the first one, the very first one I tried. I don't know how hard the other ones are gonna be. I got WD-40 soaking on the back side of them, but I think they're probably all gonna break. That's what happens when, you know, that's what happens when they screw the boards down through the angle, through this. By the time that self-tapping screw gets to the other side of that, it's hot. And so it pretty much, at that point, the metal is really hot that it's going into. Even though it's got a cutting bit on it, it's still heating up. And that compromises the paint and everything. On the screw and on the metal, the framing, the studs, whatever you want to, joists, whatever you want to call them. And you can see there's a whole line of screws going across through there. So when metal gets hot like that, it gets soft. It'll get on down in there, and then once the metal gets cold again, then it tightens back up, and then what ends up happening is you go a few years, 3 years, 4 years. I've had this trailer. Yeah, and I've never washed the underside of it or nothing. I mean, you know, but I may have to cut that board out. And the good thing too about if I cut the board out too, if I don't get, I may even have one. I think I'm looking at a 2x8 right there. Yeah, I don't think, I know it ain't 16 foot though. Like that right there, that's a 2x8 right there. Bowed out 2x8, that'd be a good one for the floor. Shit, I'm gonna cut that board, y'all. And this is why, you see. What is this, 12 foot? It's gotta be at least 12 foot. 12 foot. So yeah. There ain't no sense in racking my brain no more. All right, y'all, so y'all see I got that part done. I got even a better idea now, you know, that I'm looking at everything and seeing how it all is. It's nice and clean right here. I got a nice piece right here that I can splice into. Shouldn't be a problem. I don't have everything. I got wire, but I don't have the colored wire. Could I use this? It's 14 gauge. Hell, that ain't no bigger than 14 gauge. Let me go on and cut it off clean and see what I can do. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not trying to even fool with the back lights. But you know, I was bragging on this trailer yesterday, but it's kind of a bad design here. I don't know, and I don't know what they would do to fix it. On this channel right here, I don't know if y'all can see that from there. Right here, this whole channel, dirt is sitting there, wet dirt, all the way down the board. I mean, it's like, it's nice and even where it does slid down the side of the board there. Now, I don't know what they could do. Yeah, the floor is not tight as it could be on this side anyway. But in this situation, it helps me. But when I go back with when I go back with what I'm going to do, y'all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make me a board and put it right here just to cover this up. This is the only part I need. I don't need to go and do anything else. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we slide this thing back in place. And I mean, I could go and get some trailer wire right now if I wanted to, but I don't really feel like it's gonna be wet and ugly tomorrow too. So I'll probably just wait till tomorrow, and then I'll go down to one of the auto parts places and buy some. But I need it to be, I'm gonna have to cut this back a little bit, right? Because where it broke at, it's right where it goes into the hole going through the channel there to get to the light. So you don't want to splice it right there. You want to kind of bring it back a little bit so you can have some meat on it.
splice it, you know, right along in here somewhere. And then put new line from where my hand is, right, to the light. I'm trying to think, man, if I got trailer lighting anywhere, and I don't have none, man. But then that'll give me access to this at any time I get ready without having to go through what I went through on this one. We won't have to cut it. I'll just cut a piece to fit in there, pop it down in there, and screw it down right here. And it's on the very corner. You're not even gonna notice it. The only thing, it'll look better than the rest of us. It'll be a new piece. So I have determined that I'm not getting power back here. So that's a deeper issue than, well, what I anticipated. It's probably gonna be a fuse in the truck or something. But I can't get too caught up in all that. When you're going to get this box back on there, I see that I can use the excess wire that's inside the box, this right here. That's all I need. I mean, all I need is if I got that much, I'm good, you know. So that ought to do that. But I'm not getting power back here at all to this side. I don't know if it's a fuse in the truck, the plug, or anything, but I'm gonna go on and mount the metal box back. I did go ahead and put the ground, welded the ground in there. So, you know, I don't know what somebody don't have a welder, or somebody don't have a welder wouldn't even be doing this, I don't guess. So we're gonna go on and I'm gonna have to pull that back just a little bit. It got, yeah. So, and then once I do that, I'm gonna run the wires through the hole. That hole right there has got to meet up with that hole. And seems like I could almost make that hole a little cleaner, man. It was pretty rough, man. I don't know if they got some kind of caulk in there or something, or what. What is that? Is that glue? No, that's just where they blew a hole in it. It looks like they blew a hole in it with a plasma cutter or something. There's a lot of unknowns I just don't know, man. I'm not, you know, I'm not real good at this kind of thing. But considering I got a fault in the truck, there's probably going to be something going on. You know, the plug and all that got ripped out. I may have to have them redo the whole front of the trailer. I'm not going to do that. I would have to pay somebody to do that. But this part right here is something that I'm not going to pay nobody to do. I mean, I'm going to mount the new light, run the wiring in here, and then make the access. And then if I have to take it to a trailer dealer to fix it, then that's what I'll do. I'll do a little bit of research, but I want to get it cosmetically back. That's all I can do. There's a reason why I'm not getting power to this side. I don't know what it is. It could be in the plug up there, but I had some problems. You know, we broke the line on here. I don't know, man. It's a lot to diagnose. Sometimes it's just cheaper just to go on and replace everything and then to try to figure out what the hell's going on. That side over there seems to be working, but none of the tail lights are working. I mean, so that tells me that's a power issue of some kind. And me putting this box back on is not going to change none of that. This is a process that I need to go through. I need to get done with this. So weld it and paint it and all that. And so, yeah. got a little primer here we'll put on there first. Not probably necessary, but well, I got it. There's a little bit in the can, probably enough to do this, and then I'll be done with that can. And all this stuff is stuff that I have laying around from where I've used. This is a professional primer here, and this is just Rust-Oleum paint. So yeah, I see a little bit of. Yeah. All right, man, so step 2 done. Box is back on there. Looks pretty good. I might paint the other one just to keep them both looking the same. Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. So, all right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Deuces.